Greetings, citizens of Chima. This is RusticCastle from the Chima Markets, and welcome to an overview of the Season 3 LEGO Legends of Chima Speedorz sets. So here we are then. As you can see in front of me are 4 out of the 5 Speedorz sets from the Season 3 wave. Now, I don't have Fire versus Ice, that's why I've just put Fire Laval and Surf Vanguard down there, just to represent that set. But we're going to go over the 4 that I have here, and then we'll also talk over the Fire versus Ice set as well. And similarly to the last look back at the Season 2 Speedorz sets, I'm obviously keeping these sealed because I'm having them part of my sealed collection, but we'll still go through and take a look at the minifigs, the weapons, and the sort of general gist of the sets. So kicking things off then with set 70155, this is of course Inferno Pit, the one that comes with Fluminox. Now the first thing to mention with this set is, of course, Fluminox just has the dark red legs as opposed to the robe piece in his normal minifig. And then of course, once again, we see a new variant of Speedorz compared to the Season 2 and Season 1 Speedorz. A nice way to kick off this line with a new variation of Speedorz. So we can see here that they have attachments to these Speedorz. So this one it's wings, but sometimes it's claws, etc, etc. But yeah, so we've got 78 pieces, the sort of typical size for a Speedorz set. And the general gist of this one is quite literally that there is a ramp, and then there is like a pedestal to hit, and you're trying to hit the cheat off and win the prize, which of course is Fire Chi. So Fluminox comes with 2 weapons, just sort of a basic spear here, and then a more complex-ish weapon, which is obviously, it's just like a fire-wielded weapon. So yeah, that is everything that sums up the first set, and like usual, it comes with cards, and you know the gist by now for these Speedorz sets. So that is the first one. You'll have to let me know what you think of the new background, by the way. It's just my minifig stand with a bunch of Chima figs on, which is actually every single Chima fig. So yeah, I hope you like it. Obviously you can't see all of it, but I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. But moving on to the next set, we now have set 70149. This is Scorching Blades. Of course, this one comes with Warriors in his fire outfit, of course. And like I say here, Speedorz attachments, this one is claws, a nice one. Honestly, a nice looking one. I like the claw attachments. I'm a big fan of how they changed up the Speedorz. I know some people weren't, but I quite like the change. I always like something different. And once again, it's a similar vibe for this sort of obstacle course. You can see there is a ramp, there's these Scorching Blades to get through. You can see the fire pieces here to make it look like they are hot, fiery blades, and you jump over the ramp through more fire and hit the Fire Chi. So once again, the reward is the ball of Fire Chi. And the weapons Warriors comes with is this nice fire axe, which looks pretty cool, and then just, I'm guessing, some kind of jousting weapon. You can't really tell, but it looks like some kind of jousting weapon. And then, once again, more cards. So, very, very similar to the last, but a nice one, once again, with the new mold of Speedorz. Moving on to the next Fire Speedorz set. This is, of course, 70150. This is Flaming Claws. Of course, we get our beloved Kragger in a new Speedorz mold for the Crocs. And then, once again, more claws like usual. And it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but that's because a lot of these Speedorz sets were the same. It's literally just a ramp, jumping over an obstacle to get the Fire Chi. Obviously, the obstacle has some sort of fire theme. As you can see, it's represented with the fire piece there. But yeah, it's on like a elastic band, or that's what it looks like, as I can see there. And I imagine that the claws will pinch, I assume, and then once again, winning that Fire Chi, like we always see. Weapons, once again, very basic, just like a normal spear, and then some kind of fire-powered weapon, fire-powered spear. Cards, like usual, and it's same again. And then you can see this set on this side here, so let's go take a look at that one now. And yeah, just you can very quickly see how those claws work. Next up, we have got set 70151. This is, of course, Frozen Spikes, as we can see here. This one comes with Voom Voom, the Vulture, a nice Vulture. I like the white Vulture. I think it's a really nice looking minifig. Weapons, of course, just a generic mace, and then some kind of ice weapon. So it looks like the weapons in this wave was just like one generic one, and then one either fire or ice one Then you've got the same mold for Fluminox's Speedor with a similar idea with the wings here. Obviously these ones are in trans light blue because they're meant to be frosty wings. And then once again, ramp, obstacle, chi, the usual, you know the drill by now with Speedorz, especially all the way in Season 3, and then cards again. But one thing to mention about these Season 3 Speedorz is that the rocks that the chi have been put in now are different. They're actually like explosive pieces, I guess you could say, as you can see represented here by the logo, but it just means that they're not just stuck. It means they'll actually have the action of breaking apart once there's contact made. So yeah, nice one for these Season 3 sets. And then the final one is Fire versus Ice. Obviously I don't own this one, but we will go over it nonetheless. Now, one thing to mention about Fire vs Ice is, of course, the minifigs. Of course, there is Fire Chi Laval and then Sir Fangar, both dueling out. Of course, sort of the main characters for the Season 3 season. But yeah, two very, very nice minifigs. I'm a big fan of those. And then other things to mention about the Fire vs Ice set. Of course, it's set 70156. It comes with 2 Speedorz, 2 obstacles, and obviously a bunch of chi. Obviously the 2 minifigs, the cards, the weapons. It looks like Laval and Fangar both have like a generic weapon, and then once again Laval has a more fire themed weapon and Fangar has a more ice themed weapon, and then you have a fire chi obstacle and a regular chi obstacle, and then like I say, a bunch of chi and loads of cards. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this video then. This of course brings the Speedorz look back to an end, but it's been very nice taking a journey back through this wonderful theme and taking a look at all of the Speedorz that we've been given along the way. So I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching this video. Please do not forget to leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord with the link down below, and of course, stay legendary.